Hey, this is Dawn Scurry-Thomson with Love Where You Live Atlanta, and I am having an amazing hair day, so I thought it would be a perfect time to do a market update because I haven't done one in a while. Also, in light of it being the election tomorrow, we got some really great information from our team lead last week that I thought would be a really good information nugget to share. So how many of you out there have been waiting or thinking about selling or buying or started looking and said, you know what, I think I'm just going to wait for the election to be over and then I'll make my decision? Happens very often. A lot. I am working with folks that are doing the same thing right now. Guess what? 9 out of the last 11 presidential elections, home sales continued going up. Only 2 of the last 11 presidential elections did home sales decline. The first one was in 1980 when Reagan took office. Ugh, what a mess, the interest rates and recession. There was a lot of stuff going on. 14% interest rates. We're not there, we're nowhere near there, and I'm about to share some of that information in a second. So 1980, 1981, we saw some declines in sales and then they started ticking back up. 1988, 89, when the first Bush was put in office, we saw sales decline for the next couple of years. Other than that, the 9 out of other 11 times, sales have increased. And that's on a national level. I don't actually know where we were locally, but I will say for the Atlanta market for October, we saw an increase year over year in sales prices. So we still are seeing for the entire FMLS area, average prices are for a home right around $400,000 versus what they were in October of 2020 in that crazy time we now can say COVID. Average sales price was $340,000. Big difference indeed. So if you were lucky enough to purchase a home back in October of 2021, you've seen a significant increase in your equity. For the entire Atlanta market, we're looking at about $400,000 average price point. I kind of like to reel it in a little bit to get a little bit closer to home. Roswell, Alpharetta, Canton, for these 3 areas for the sake of this discussion today. Average sales price for homes that were over $350 and single family homes for the month of October, this past month, were $549,000. That was a 3.7% increase year over year. October 2023 versus October 2024, just under $550. Pretty wild. Average sales price in October of 2021 was $485,000. So again, kind of thinking to yourself, what kind of equity potentially could I have gained if I purchased in October 2021? I'm thinking about a couple of clients right now, actually, that I love talking to because they always say, thank you so much that we have a home now. Average days on market for October of 2024. This year, we're looking at 27 days, which is right in line with where we were when I got my license just over 6 years ago, about 27 days for the Atlanta market. And that is an increase over last year. That's about a 68% increase year over year. It's taking a little longer to sell. We have more homes to sell on the market, but something to keep in mind, while we have more homes to sell, we are still selling them at a higher price than we were a year ago. Almost 4% year over year increase in the Roswell, Alpharetta, and Canton area and the MLS as a whole. Average list price to sales price, you're looking at pretty much flat. It was a 99.1%. So you're getting about 99% of the original list price year over year. Back in the Wild West of October 2021, you're looking at 100% plus, depending on your areas. And that's, what we've got so far. You're looking at Roswell, year over year, October to October. Average sales price in Roswell is $666,000. That was a 0.5% increase over last year. Alpharetta, $667,000, about a 1% higher, or excuse me, 1% lower than last year. Kind of cool, but 667,000. And let me just say that the average price in October of 2021 for Alpharetta was $500,000. You're looking at $166,000 average increase year over year, over the last 3 years in equity. And last but certainly not least, Canton. This year, October 2024, average price was flat year over year at $520,000. But again, back in October of 2021, $412,000 got you a house over in Canton. And again, these are kind of stats that are speaking to homes that were over $350,000, over 2,000 square feet, and single family homes. I don't dive too deep in the weeds with townhomes and things like that. Ultimately, if you're thinking, I need to wait until the election is over, it's not going to make much of a difference. Again, I have a real estate license. I do not have a crystal ball, but 9 out of the last 11 presidential elections, we saw year over year increases in sales price and sales. So waiting is not necessarily your friend. You're looking at volatility in the interest rates and things like that can also affect your purchase power. That said, if you have any questions, as always, you can reach out to me. It's what I do and what I love to talk about. It's Dawn Scurry-Thomson, Love Where You Live, Atlanta. Happy Monday, and we will all get through this. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.